caliphate, recalibrating trade deals, restoring sanity, growth, and fairness in our economy, making our southern border more secure and sovereign, supporting school choice, protecting life, respecting workers, backing our blue, our military, and our border patrol. You get that through strength and toughness. Weakness emboldens our adversaries, enables failure, and empowers evil. The answer to weakness is strength. The antidote to division is unity. And the alternative to failure and incompetence, to Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, is to send them packing and send Donald Trump and J.D. Vance to the White House. If you know someone who is skeptical about the Republican Party or who is cynical about politics, don't dismiss them. Talk to them. We win through addition, not division. In Donald Trump's Republican Party, everyone is welcome. Thanks. We have been called deplorable, irredeemable, mega extremists, and worse. But Donald Trump sees you for who you are. You love your God, you love your family, and you love your country. In 2024, there should be no more hidden, undercover Trump voters. It's time to put that flag on your front porch, that red hat on your head, because we don't cave and we don't cower and we do not capitulate. Instead, we get up, we show up, we stand up, and we speak up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your movement. This is your moment. And this is the man I know and the president we need for 4 more years. He picks the toughest fights and wins. He has stood by me, and he will always stand up for you. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.
I would describe Joe Biden as an absolutely
Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna of Florida.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm Congresswoman Luna, and I represent the great people of Florida. The greatness and strength of America are beacons of hope for countless lives around the world. Our strength ensures our safety and security. My husband and I knew this when we joined the Air Force. But we don't preserve peace and stability by policing the world or by involving ourselves in every foreign conflict. We preserve peace by commanding the world's respect, a respect that is earned through unparalleled military strength and firm, decisive leadership. Over the past 4 years, the Biden administration has failed to uphold this standard. They have misused our resources in foreign wars contrary to our national interests, and they have eroded the lethality and fighting culture of our armed forces. The leadership that we need, that respects our military and understands the true cost of war, is only found in Donald Trump. He will make America strong again. He will fight for the American warfighter, the American people, and America's interests. Hawks and globalist elites do not sway President Trump. He knows the cost of military action like I do. My husband was shot in combat by terrorists and continued to deploy in the fight against America's enemies. I know the fear and anguish of waiting for news about a loved one in harm's way and the pain of losing friends in combat. President Trump knows what it means to put your life on the line. Our service members and their families make immense sacrifices, and they deserve a president who respects that sacrifice and who would lay down his own life in defense of this great nation. President Trump has demonstrated he's ready to do just that. It is time that we all rise to his stature. The world needs a strong America, and America needs strong leadership. President Trump will provide it. Regardless of race, gender, color, or creed, I urge you to vote for Donald Trump and J.D. Vance on November 5th. It's time to unite America. Thank you, Milwaukee. God bless the United States. Let's get him in.
It was Christmas Day. We boarded Air Force One in
Honor recipient, David Bellavia.
Thank you. In 2019, President Donald Trump awarded me the Medal of Honor for my service in Fallujah during the Iraq War. Thank you. Today, I speak across the country on behalf of our military services, and I ask parents, I look them right in the eye, like I'm looking at you, and I ask them, will you give America your sons and daughters to serve in the greatest force for good this world has ever seen, the United States military? I tell them what I learned when I was in combat. Your sons and daughters will be loved. They'll be our family. And that bond that commitment is for a lifetime. Their response? Well, it's changed in the last couple of years. Now they say, what about the 13 heroes we lost at Abbey Gate in Afghanistan? Now they say, what about the desperate civilians falling off the transport airplanes? Now they ask, what about the American citizens we left behind for the enemy? They say to me, under Biden-Harris, we don't believe you. They no longer see their sacrifice as worthwhile, that their service makes us all better off. Are you better off than you were 4 years ago? I'll tell you what, we're all going to answer that question in November. Here's something for you. Let's ask it the other way around. Let's ask, are our enemies better off than they were 4 years ago? Iran and its proxies, Hezbollah, Hamas, the Houthis, China, Russia. Well, Iran is richer, Russia is bigger, and China is stronger. And their unchecked aggression proves that the answer is a resounding yes. The Biden-Harris foreign policy undermines American security, and watching their administration lose the gains President Donald Trump made overseas not only destroys our morale, it empowers our enemies abroad. Under their watch, a record number of American embassies have been forced to evacuate, and military recruitment has plunged, and confidence in the armed forces has reached a 20-year low. Under President Donald Trump, our enemies will know that American power is as decisive as it is overwhelming. And if you provoke the United States of America, we will hurt you. And if you threaten citizens of the United States of America, we will hurt you for generations to come, so help me God. Donald Trump is a commander-in-chief that I am confident to tell parents is at the helm. Donald Trump loves America. He too has bled for the nation that he loves. May God bless America. May God bless our Gold Star families. Thank you for what you've given this country. And may God keep President Donald Trump safe and in his hands. May God make America strong. May God make America great again. Join me in voting for Commander-in-Chief Donald J. Trump for President of the United States. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Afghanistan war veteran, Scott Neal.
Thank you. Look at all these great Americans here. Well, good evening, my fellow Americans. My name is Scotty Neal, and I'm a proud United States Army Green Beret veteran. Thank you. And the most important part is I'm a proud veteran entrepreneur. Almost 23 years ago, Al-Qaeda declared war on America September 11th, 2001. Weeks later, Green Berets from the 5th Special Forces Group became the first Americans in uniform to deploy to Afghanistan, and I was one of them. Thank you. Deep in enemy territory, some of us rode on horses. Some of us went further behind the lines to track down the terrorists who killed our fellow Americans. Today they call us the horse soldiers. Thank you. For the next 17 years, we were on the forefront of this country in Iraq, in Africa. Again and again, we deployed for our fellow Americans. Some of us sacrificed our bodies. Some of us sacrificed our lives for the American people. And for me, America was worth it. Thank you. Thank you. Now, after leaving the military, I wanted to live the American dream I had been defending. And I wanted to start a business with my friends that I served with. Today, my company's known as American Freedom Distillery, and we make horse soldier bourbon. We are building our forever home in the great Commonwealth of Kentucky. That's right, where true bourbon comes from, in a little small town called Somerset. Please come visit us. All of our ingredients are made here in the United States of America. We ensure we hire veterans. We want to prove that America remains the land of opportunity for those brave enough to reach out and grab it. But tragically, almost 3 years ago, my fellow veterans and I recoiled at the bloody anarchy of President Biden's withdrawal from Afghanistan. We saw weakness and chaos. We saw 13 of our brothers and sisters lose their lives. Most of us veterans who served got phone calls for those courageous Afghanistans that we fought with in the mountains as they were pleading with us not to leave them behind. Throughout our careers, we never had regrets about our service. But this moral injury caused many of us to ask, why did we serve if this was the outcome? But despite this dark chapter, I know America is good. We're still the shiny city on the hill that everybody wants to come to. But we need a president with a record of making our country better and not worse. And that's why I'm voting for Donald Trump. Exactly. He encourages patriotic Americans to celebrate the country they love. He supports anyone brave enough to reach out for the American dream and to fight for it. And he's the only candidate in this race who embodies the American determination and decisiveness. Let's make America strong again. Let's vote for Donald Trump. Thank you. Dio presso liber. God bless America.
foil.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Like you, I have spent much of my time the last few days in prayer. And I know that God has put an armor of protection over Donald Trump. We are all reminded that love for our nation and the beauty of life itself transcends all hatred and political divisions. I stand before you tonight more convinced than ever. This is the most important election in our lifetime. This election will decide the fate of our great nation. And that is why we must elect President Donald John Trump. This is not just a choice between Republicans and Democrats. This is a choice between safety or chaos, wealth or poverty, national sovereignty or open borders. This election is a choice between Joe Biden's vision for American weakness and Donald Trump's vision of American greatness. Donald Trump will once again make our country strong, safe, and prosperous. He will make America feared by our adversaries and respected by our friends. And most importantly, he will always put America first. After 4 years of Joe Biden's disastrous America Last agenda, our country is more dangerous, vulnerable, and impoverished than anyone had thought possible. President Trump handed Biden a booming economy and a strong nation. All Joe had to do was leave it alone and take a nap. But Joe just couldn't help himself. Joe Biden cannot lead America. He cannot even lead himself off a stage. Now Americans are drowning in inflation. Insanity spreads like a cancer in our schools. We are closer to World War III than any time in my life. And we are facing an unprecedented invasion of millions of illegal aliens across our southern border. Rioters and looters go free, while Biden and the Democrats persecute American heroes like Donald Trump. Tens of millions of Americans are made to feel like enemies in our own country. An enemy for wanting to defend our border, for not wanting our children indoctrinated in school, for not wanting to erase our history, for praying to our God, saying what we think, and fighting for what we believe. It is no wonder that the heroes who stormed the beaches of Normandy and faced down communism sadly say they don't recognize our country anymore. This is not an accident. The powerful elites in the swamp will say anything to crush and destroy the America First movement. But we will never give up, and neither will Donald J. Trump. I know I speak for patriots everywhere when I say we are